Hello, everybody out there in the internet. Welcome to Mirror Match, episode 5. I'm Taking Master, joined by
RPG Maniac 05.
So yeah, we haven't done one of these in a long time.
Yeah. It's because we haven't had this scheduling issues in a long time, so it's kind of put the main podcast into limbo.
Yeah, we probably could have did a filler, but you know what? I got stuff to do, gamer. So sorry. Like I got things to do and money to make, and time's kind of an essence, and you know I couldn't spare for you today. So sorry, dude. And Chapter totally lost his voice, so he's like he's on the injured reserve.
Loses. He said he can actually talk. He just.
I thought he said he could like sign, and that was it.
Well, no, because when I was asking about it, he was like he didn't lose his voice. He just can't talk. Like I guess his motor skills.
Oh yeah, he said what was that word he said?
So he slurs a lot.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to record him. That'd be.
I was going to ask about that too, but I was like, that'd be kind of mean to make him.
Yeah.
Do that, so.
Like, what was that, Chapter Cool?
So yeah.
You love Mass Effect.
So
Me too.
So we'll have to wait until he's
put words in his mouth the whole episode. He can't defend himself.
That's kind of mean. I just kind of wanted to hear what he sound like when he's all slurry.
Me too. It's like, Chapter, are you drunk?
God, we're like we're horrible people. It's like just horrible. Because you want to torture our co-host. Way to go, guys. We're not jerks at all. So hopefully he gets better soonish, so he can be to a moderately full cast again.
Moderately full? There's only 4 of us.
I know. Seriously.
Oh man, that should be the new Aimless Mirror Match, like, slogan. We're not half empty, we're half full. Yeah! Even though there's only 2 of us.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
cup is always half full on the Aimless, I keep wanting to say filler. Aimless Mirror Match, because, you know, there's 2 of us, it's half filled or half empty. It's half filled, of course. But yeah, what you been playing? I guess I'll go first. So, Dragon Quest VI, I'm stuck.
Oh.
A very annoying thing happened, because I got this prince dude that I'm supposed to take to his purification ceremony in this cave, and he ran away twice. So the first time he ran away, I went to this village that was nearby, and he was there in a barrel hiding, because that's what he does, he hides in barrels.
I was just about to say, what? Is this a thing?
Well, he doesn't hide in barrels, but like when he's like runs away to get away from his purification thingy, he's all like, I'm going to go hide in a barrel now, because I'm a hiding expert in barrels. So he hid in a barrel in a town, I found him. And then I was going through the dungeon again to get to the purification thingy. And then he ran away again, and I basically fast traveled because you have a spell where you can like just warp to any town.
I was going to ask if you did, because that sounds like it would be a pain in the ass to keep...
To every town and looked in all the barrels, and I could not find him, so now I need to go online and look at a guide, because I'm like, this game, why?
Maybe he decided not to hide in a barrel this time to throw you off.
But I looked at every like barrel and pot in every like city I could find to break open and like smash crates, and I was like, okay, I've looked through everything that's like lookable in here. Dude ain't there.
Maybe
so
in like a treasure chest or something this time. He's trying to mix it up. I think next time you get him, you should probably chop off his legs or something. Cause
yeah, it made me very angry. I was like, why would you put this in the game? Why would you do this? Why? Now I just want to like open barrels and crates and chests with explosives to kill him. Be like, oh, you're hiding. Sorry, I was just cleaning away this mess. And oh, you happen to be inside, and he died in the process. Sorry.
What do you have to like purify him for anyways? Is he like possessed or something?
So he can, just because it's like every king has to go through that thingy before they can ascend to the throne. So it's like his time. At that age, they have to do it, so it's like, oh, it's your time, and your turn now. Turns whatever, and so it's like, yeah. So annoying. But yeah, still working on my classes as well, where people are moving around to different classes and learning different skills.
And the party system in this game, is it all human characters?
Yep, so far, but you get a class that's called I think it's a monster masher or monster something with the M, and you basically I think it's similar to either Dragon Quest 4 or 5 when you could capture monsters and train them.
Yeah.
And they'd be on your team and they'd learn skills. But I was like, I'll pass on that. I like my humans this time around, so I'll just keep the humans.
Because I think there was another one that I have that does that monster thing as well. I think it might be 9 that does it. I'm not sure. But, yeah.
And then besides that, Operation Nightfall, Mass Effect 3. So a funny thing happened. Basically this weekend's operation was basically just play as a Quarian and then get a 5,000 or 50,000, I think it was 50,000 points of damage against Geth troopers. And I didn't have I didn't have a Quarian on PC, so I ended up playing a bunch on PC, and I finally started playing Silver on PC. And so I got sucked back in basically, and so I'm really looking forward to playing this game on PC because it's so much better. Because on console, I'm always hooked up in janky non-HD, so I can record video. Because if I'm recording video, I don't have any hookups where I can get a good HD signal and actually play at the same time. Since I use PC monitors, not TVs, and so on PC though, I can totally do that. But then I did that, and I was going to render a video, and it takes so long. I'm like, great, there's just no win in this video capturing thing I want to do. It's like, I can either do it janky or do it awesome, and it takes a lot of time, so still working on that. And then, of course, because I haven't been playing on PC, my character is just, well, not my character, but my manifest is just so terrible. I have one of each race, so if there's another weekend thingy where it's like, oh, you gotta be this, except the Volus. If it's the Volus, I'm screwed. But everybody else, I'm cool. So, except Venusaur, Drill, Batarian, Whatcha, Solarian, Krogan, and Turian. So, all of them, yeah. If it's the Volus, I'm not so much though. So, I'm trying to do that, and then actually unlock a decent banner that's not just the in 7-day one I got for free, so... Yeah, Mass Effect, still addicted. And, still playing. Oh, I also just played, the Omega Omega DLC, because I was getting the last achievement that I hadn't gone back and gotten, so I finally did that. But then my game froze, because, for whatever reason, Microsoft designed the new Slim 360s that are whisper quiet, that the vent that, fans the cooling... Or the fan that cools everything on the inside to make it cool and keep it cool is the vents are on the top of the console. So if you're laying it horizontal like I do, so they don't fall over and break if they're vertical. Then while you're not playing them, it's a good entryway for dust. So it's I don't know why they did this. They just stick the fan on the back and the sides every other console ever. It's instead it's on the top, and I have a feeling that there's dust getting through there because, I don't know, I think dust just loves my electronics because it just loves them.
I mean, it's probably all the static electricity and stuff going on with our consoles that draw it in there.
Oh, well, there's that too. But yeah, it seems however many weeks go by, and I'll be oh, let me look over and see what the dust situation is on my consoles, and there's always a layer on the fat PS3 that's laying horizontal, and then there's also some on the 360, and of course there's a vent on top, and I'm oh, I hope no dust is getting in to clog up and break things, ... And then, the Slim one I just got is fine, because it's all vertical, and, oh, it's all slim, and you can't really get very much on there, so yay to that. Oh, actually, I think I did play some Final Fantasy IX for a bit, because I was recording some video for, the PlayStation Store sale that they had last week, because by the time you hear this, it'll be over. But, they had a sale for, all the retro, or not retro, but the PS1 Final Fantasy games, 1 through 9 that are on the store. And then Dissidia, Duo, Decim, and the Prologus, or whatever the prologue one is to the second Dissidia game I'm not going to say again. It's too much of a pain.
That one.
Those were all on sale. And then I was so, check out Final Fantasy 9, because it's one of the best ones to, play start out as, and I made a video for YouTube, so, yeah. Speaking of YouTube, we are totally going to have a surprise in store soon for that.
Are we?
Or our Aimless space, or space YouTube. Space YouTube.
Second, spit it out, fix it, do something. What is going on right now? What are you doing?
I think it's too early in the day. I'm so used to recording in the
early in the day. Isn't it like 4 o'clock where you are?
3:13.
Close enough.
But that's all I've been playing. Oh, actually, I gotta say, Assassin's Creed 3, F that game. Well, not F that game, but I haven't come back to it because I don't know. It didn't pull me in. I'm gonna get through the prologue and hope that it hooks me, but
it's not going to.
It doesn't hook me. I just move on.
Sorry to disappoint you. It doesn't get better. I think one of the issues is like, I don't know, because like the only reason why I finished it was because, like I was telling you, was it's like I had nothing else to play in December when I had it, so I had no choice. I was like, well, it's like it's the only thing I really have other than like my backlog stuff, so I'll just hurry up and finish it before Ni no Kuni and DMC come out. So I ended up doing it. Not to mention I had to use that Amazon coupon before the end of the year, so that's the only reason why I bought it. But it was kind of like when you play it, it's like the prologue. You have all your assassin-y abilities and stuff, and then you have to go through all this learning stuff all over again once you finish the prologue, because you're starting with the new hero and everything, and it's like, I don't know, and I don't know how interesting Connor really is, and it's like, they keep speaking different languages, and we know how I feel about not understanding what's going on. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on here? And then, not to mention, I've never really been that big a fan of history in school, so these Assassin's Creed games are always been like, whenever I played them, like, God, it's like history class, except I can kill things. So it's like, this is only, I think, because I'm more familiar with this particular time period than I am with any of the previous Assassin's Creed, so it only makes it worse. So I'm like, oh, God, we have to go through the whole Revolutionary Wars and stuff. This is so lame. I didn't even like this in school. So there's that. But I think the only interesting aspect is, like, it's kind of interesting to see, like, how the Templars and Assassins, like, played a part in, like, the Revolutionary Wars. But other than that, everything's kind of just like, It's kind of frustrating because, like, a lot of the game mechanics are just really frustrating, and I just feel like a lot of the game kind of works against you, because even like for any missions where you have to do like the 100%, or you have to do like little side or optional things for 100% synchronization, which actually play no role in the game at all, other than getting you like achievements or trophies, and it's like, some of the side mission things are like, it's almost like they're mutually exclusive, because it's like, I can't do this one thing and then try to get this other thing too, because it's just not going to happen, game. I just don't understand how you plan on making me do this. And like, one of the synchronization requirements is that you get all of the optional things in one playthrough of the mission, so you can't like go back and get one and then go back and play it again and then get another one, and then, because then you'll miss out on the full synchronization regardless. So it's kind of like, I don't know. So that's why like at a certain point I just stopped even caring about them anyway. So I think, like, because the game, it's kind of frustrating. It kind of like takes away from what could have been as well. So I don't know.
But yeah, it's part of my obliterating my backlog this year, so I'm trying to take it off, and it's like, hey, I'm free of the Assassin's Creed trilogy, I'll never have to play the series again. So if there's a fourth one, or there's a sixth game this year, F that game, dead to me, because I've played other open world games with College Generation, and they've been lots better. Far Cry, Red Dead, I'm looking at EU, GTA 4 as well. I think that's the reason why I liked Assassin's Creed 1 so much. It's like, there wasn't anything else out there that was open world, so it was like the first of the generation to be like, alright, let me go over here and do stuff, and oh, look how pretty the game is, and blah, 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 set the standard, or set the bar, and then, everything else that has followed has just been so much better, so it's like, oh, going back to play it, what have I ever seen in this Assassin's Creed?
Good it was to begin with? Yeah, well, yeah, the first one was just not good at all.
I did like the combat, though, in the first one, but besides that... Well, there's other stuff I like too, but not to like knock it too hard. There was like stuff I liked about it, but like in retrospect, it's like, oh,
I just wanted to burn that disc. It's like, why would anyone give this game such high scores? This makes no sense.
Then I need to finish it so I can start on The Witcher, because the third game's coming out, and everyone says the first two are awesome. So I'm like, oh man, I want to be all up in that action.
I wish I had a PC to play those on, because I hear they're good, and then I got rid of my 360, so I can't even play the second one, so there's that. But who knows? Maybe when the next console generation come out, Microsoft will have a backwards compatible whatever they're coming out with, and I'll win another console, and we'll be alright.
Yeah, it's really weird, my backlog situation. Like, there's like every time I play through a series of games, I want to play through them in sequential order, so it's like 1 through whatever. So I have like the quadrilogy of Yakuza games, and there's even more that have come out that I haven't bought yet. So I'm like,
Is that how you say that word? Is it called a quadrilogy? Did you just make that up?
No, quadrilogy. That's like 4. Like the aliens quadrilogy or quadrilogy or however it's said.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like quattro or quadro, and then you just add ology. So
you mean like trilogy. Quad is like, cause it's the prefix quad, like tri and...
I'll look it up on Wikipedia right now. It's a word.
I'm sure.
I know.
I bet. So how would you do like 5 and 6 and things of that nature?
Pentology.
And then sets. Yeah. Well, at that point, we just call them series and avoid going through all that trouble.
Or anthology. Yeah, quadrilogy. Whoa, it's called quadrilogy. Awesome.
That's what I was saying. I thought you were saying it wrong, is what it was. Yeah.
Wait a minute. I think... Wait, what?
Either way, it's like 4 in the series. We get what you're going for.
Actually, it's called a tetralogy. It's a compound work that is made up of 4 distinct works. So it's not even Q. Well, I blame that on the alien thingy, because there's like a box set or something. Oh wait, no. As an alternative to tetralogy, quartet is sometimes used, particularly for a series of 4 books. The term quadrilogy. There you go.
Well, it's because they stupid roots and different prefixes and stuff. So it's like tetra.
Yeah, that's what the next part of the sentence is. It's like, they think the prefix on Latin prefix quadri instead of the Greek prefix, and first recorded in 1865. So it's an old word, just for whatever reason, I had not heard of it until the Alien Quadrilogy came out, and I was like, oh, well, I'd never seen that word before.
Like, have that many in their series or something. You're used to seeing, like, trilogies and stuff like that at most.
Or just people just use anthology and get really lazy. It's like, yeah, there's a bunch.
Yeah,
there you go.
Then there's that. It's like, yeah, they're there. There's a group of them.
But, yeah, that's, Oh, wait. I played some Theatrhythm because I got a street pass from someone that had, like, their player card or whatever. I was like, ooh, a new Chaos Note. So I went to play that. So I started playing that again. And plus, I think New Super Mario Bros. 2 was still on my DS or 3DS, but I stopped playing it. So I'm like, I'm taking this game out because I have like no more use of this game, so I'm just going to put it back in the case. Then I put Theatrhythm in and started playing it again. I was like, oh man, it's still fun. So yeah, I totally went back and started playing it. And then also in the Find Me 2 quest, the advanced one or whatever, the secret quest. I got the like the yellow fro thing, not the yellow fro, but like the super uber monster mask thing. That one that's like yellow. So yeah, and I'm just playing through it again to get all the hats, and then until then I'll just keep playing. And still working on getting some puzzle pieces on the Find Me Plaza.
Find me.
Yeah, that's all I've been playing.
Well, I haven't really been doing much since, Kuna. I've just been playing Valkyria Chronicles 2 and kind of just doing the missions to get more experience. I can try to get credits and stuff for the characters so I can do the class changes and everything. So I haven't, been doing story stuff, so it's basically just somewhat level grinding in a way, if that works for the series. I don't know, but because their whole leveling system is different from your usual thingy, so yeah, that's been happening. But other than that, I haven't been doing much of anything except gathering footage for our videos and stuff, so that's it. It's been all unexciting and stuff until I can find another game to play in March or something. So yeah.
Till next month.
So yeah.
Because Fire Emblem just, doesn't want to show up in stores.
I know, what the hell? I thought when they said that they had the retail delay, that they were going to, actually get shipments in, but it seems like no one has it, at all. And it's been, a week or two since it's been out, and I'm like, what's going on? Why is this game nowhere to be found? Why can't I get it online or anything? And I don't want to download it onto my 3DS because then it's like, what happens if something goes wrong with my 3DS? Then I have to rebuy the game again and then re-download it and rebuy a console, and it's like, yeah, fine. I'm not going to play this game, so it's not happening. So I'm just going to wait until like the summer comes, and it's probably will be easier to find then, and I'll just grab it. And it'll probably be cheaper too, because anything that's not first party usually drops in price anyway, so might be beneficial in the long run. But yeah, we'll see. We shall see.
So yeah, speaking of what's been playing, Raptor has come out with their gaming summary of 2012 for users and the whole community of Raptor as a whole, which is basically Raptor's like a stat tracking service for like console and PC games. And so, I showed RPG's link. I was like, so RPG, let's go through what we've been playing and stuff. So, I knew I played a lot of games and stuff, but I was not ready for the amount of numbers of games I played and stuff. I was kind of surprised, gotta say, because it's like, you've been playing 1,230 hours of games last year.
It's ridiculous.
And then, like, the average is 116. So, yeah.
So, that's like basically 10 times.
Normal person.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, go do stuff.
That's a lot of Mass Effect.
Yeah. Because I imagine, like, all those hours are pretty much like all 3 Mass Effect games in some way, shape, or form. So... Yeah, because my total was only 294 hours, so I'm only like a little bit above the average there. But yeah,
see, it's weird. Like, it's like interesting to see these numbers, but then like after I see them, I'm like wondering like how it breaks down like per person. If the average is 116, it's like, is that all for one game or is that like multiple games? Because the next number is like the total amount of games you played. And for me, I played 49, and like the average is 12. So if the average is 12 the average number of hours played is 116, and our average of games that you played that year is 12. That's almost 10 hours a game, which isn't that long to like work for me anyway.
Well, you have to keep in mind, like, a lot of games that are released are pretty short in terms of, aside from, like, games that have multiplayer, so 10 hours seems like it'd be, like, a decent average time for the average game that came out with the single-player campaign last year, or in the preceding years.
See, that's the thing, is, like, I can understand if it's, like, playing a bunch of games that are short, but it's, like, I don't know, I guess for me, like, my taste in games, it's, like, that number wouldn't equate, because I'm like, what? How could you only play a game that's going to be so short and only one game a month if it's 12? Because that's what I thought. I was like, oh, you're probably only playing one game a month unless they get them all in the fall and just gorge out, which would be weird, but whatever.
Because my time and my numbers of game played almost average out to like 10 hours per game, even though that's obviously not the case, because the type of games I play are...
Playing RPG.
Yeah, that's not the case. So.
Wait.
But I think part of it is because... because you have to manually track your time for some games, because a lot of times it only like tracks like your achievements and stuff. So if I just didn't track time, then that also take that into account as well. That is not probably the accurate amount of time I played for that year, since a lot of games on there, like some of the PS3 games, didn't register hours; they just registered the trophies. And obviously, I've had like games where I have like 70 hours on and they aren't even registered on the Raptor, so there's that.
Yeah, I have stuff like that too. Like my Mass Effect on PS3 is not even in this, so it's even more thinking about it. Oh man.
So that could be part of the reason why the average is the way it is too, because some people have to like manually track some of your time, and sometimes you don't feel like doing that, and stuff gets going in the wayside, because the only thing they actually actively track are like achievements and trophies and stuff that you can sync with the server. So if you don't do that, then yeah.
Now I'm wondering, since I'm like actively trying to cut back this year, if like all these numbers will be lower. But since I'm still playing Mass Effect, yeah.
Yeah.
But I could see my total achievements earned probably being lower, because I got 481 and the average is 69, so I'm probably not going to play that many different... Well, if I do get through my backlog, that's possible, since I'm not going to like switch to PS2 in like the middle of my backlog clearing and be like, yeah, I'm just going to play these old games all of a sudden. That would make so much sense.
But some of my backlog most of my backlog are like handheld stuff, so I wouldn't be able to that wouldn't even be a factor either with the whole achievements and stuff, so Alright,
and then I thought it was so hilarious for me, like, my most played, the top 3 was basically the Mass Effect trilogy, where it's like Mass Effect 3, 822 hours, Mass Effect 2, 130 hours, and then Mass Effect at 51 hours, so it's like, yeah, over 1,000 hours logged in the trilogy.
Ridiculous. And that's like basically your entire playtime that they have recorded for your stats there. Like, I don't know. Yeah, because my highest was Persona 4 Golden at 43 hours, and then Kingdom Hearts 3D at 41, and then Virtue's Last Reward at 40. But as I mentioned before, I didn't manually track Final Fantasy 13-2 and Tales of Grace's times, and both of them have like up in the 70s of hours, so that was not factored into my Raptor, obviously. So
yeah, and then this next one, me and RPG thought was weird because it basically is the games that you earn the most achievements in. So it's like if a game didn't have a lot of achievements, it's not going to be on here. And then it shows like the percent total of your like achievements on that platform. So for me, it's like 60 and 58 for the 2 versions of Mass Effect 3, and then Walking Dead I got 40. Like RPG said, it's like a free platinum.
Yeah,
pretty much.
You get it
if you play through that game. So it's like 8% of my achievements on PC. So which I haven't really played. So I'm surprised it's not more.
Yeah, because I think because The Walking Dead was my highest one as well, like 41 for the trophy, because you pretty much get it for just playing it. So, and it was like 18% of my total achievements for that year or so. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. And then
it's like, yeah, I got a free platinum, and it's like with a fifth of my trophies
basically.
for the whole year.
So that kind of puts that into perspective. And then I have Assassin's Creed 3 with 34 trophies, which is 15% of my total, and then 13-2 was 28 trophies with 13% of my total as well. And I think it was like 28 out of 32 for that one. So even like at total amount of trophies, it's still less than the amount of trophies that were in the games that preceded it. So it's not really a. So obviously you're gonna earn
platinum.
There's that too. Yeah, not a free platinum. So it's like you're not gonna get the same amount of achievements or trophies in some games.
That's funny because like that game is longer.
It is
and
far long.
Has less trophies, whereas Walking Dead's like you get all the trophies just for playing it, and it's not as long.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah, basically,
it's probably more depressing. ...
Well, 13-2 is depressing, but for so many other reasons. So, yeah.
Yeah, and then it has the rarest achievement they earned, and mine was the Meticulous. It's from the Omega DLC in Mass Effect 3, and it says only 1.56% of Raptor members have this achievement.
Yeah, mine was just from Twisted Metal called Make Up Your Mind, and it was only 10% of the Raptor members. But we didn't know if these trophies are from people not playing the game or what's going on, because I don't know how many people actually bought it last year.
Yeah, like if you played a game that was like just not a popular game, and then you got a trophy, it's like, oh, well, of course it's going to be rare if nobody else played the game.
Basically.
So I was like, that was weird, Twisted Metal, so... And then, it's okay, this is like a cool one that it has, I thought it was pretty cool. It has like your most played day, your most played, month, and then your most played day of the week. So for me, my most played month is October. My most played day was October 10th. So I'm going to look back and see what happened on October 10th that I was playing. And then Tuesday was my most played day of the week. That's my Krakow day. So yeah.
Yeah, mine, let's see, I think my most played month was December, and my most played day was December 9th, which is probably the day I actually got Assassin's Creed 3, so it's probably how that happened. And my most played day of the week was Thursday, so I don't know Was December 9th a Thursday? Because that'd be kind of funny if it was. Because then that means it's keeping up with the...
Probably.
Oh, it was a Sunday.
Oh, let me see if October 10th was a Tuesday. October 10th was a Wednesday, so, yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. So, yeah, then for all of Raptor combined, it's like 282 million hours tracked, over 167 million achievements earned, and then the most played day of the year was November 17th, 2012, and of course the most played month is November,
around
the Fall Avalanche month.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure November 17th was like Black Ops 2 launch day. So.
Yeah, so that's probably why that happened.
And then I thought it was interesting that like Sunday was the most played day of the week, because like football season, I would think like would factor into this, like people. But then I was like, oh, I guess that's a good thing, because people are like, if football, I'm going to play games. Like, I'd rather play video games than watch football. So high five by invisible people on Raptor and stuff that are not there.
Yeah,
seriously. It's the invisible fellowship of Raptor that I can high five. And, of course, like, the most played game 2012 was Black Ops 2, which I was like, I saw that and I was like, yeah, I haven't played that game, so I was like, I have a badge of honor of not playing the most popular game, or most played game of last year, according to Raptor 2012.
Which is probably true, regardless, so, yeah.
Alright, I guess we shall end our What's Been Playing there with our stats and stuff, and come back after this with a weekly topic of everlasting fun factor and some new stuff. Alright, we're back. Weekly topic, everlasting fun factor. Basically, we'll be talking about stuff like how people can play Final Fantasy XI, World of Warcraft, DC Universe Online, or any MMO or other game that has stuff built into it like this, when there's no story and there's an everlasting fun factor. You do the same stuff over and over because it's fun and you're doing it with others. At least that's the MMO thing. Like the whole doing it with others, that's just like the MMO thing. But like other games, it's like, oh well, Borderlands, there's guns and guns and guns. I'll just go and get guns. And then like the story thing is like, yeah, those MMOs kind of have a story, but that's not like the central
driving factor,
driving force of like why you're playing it. It's like, oh, let me go in and log in with my friends, and well, I should be recording a podcast, but no, I'll just go and see what they're doing and hang out with my guild and
oh boy,
team up and play and quest and do all the other stuff.
Here we go.
Yeah. What's so funny, RPG? What are you talking about?
Oh, you know exactly why. Don't even act like you don't. But I don't know. I think like the thing is like I've wanted to like play MMOs at one point, but the ones that I've tried to get into, I didn't ever feel compelled to continue playing them, because I mean I played Guild Wars, I've played World of Warcraft briefly, and DC Universe Online, and it's like it's fun when you have your friends to play around, because it's a lot of fun to just do crazy boss battles and stuff with your friends in any game. So I've always enjoyed co-op stuff, but I don't know, with MMOs for me they feel so shallow. Like it's just, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It feels like it's missing something. Because, like, you do the same thing over and over again, and everything is pretty much like glorified fetch quest. And it's like it's like you're not getting anything out of it. So, I don't know. I mean, I haven't played, like, Final Fantasy XI or anything, but maybe it's somewhat different than the other MMOs, because it has Final Fantasy attached to the title, so, but who knows, because I kind of wanted to I wanted to play 14, and I think they're doing a beta for the PS3 one soon-ish, so hopefully, if my my 13 passcode thingy is still valid. I might get into it, and that'd be great. I mean, of course, it'll still run the problem of the whole subscription fee thing. That I don't like paying subscription fees for anything, so that's pretty much also has kept me away from MMOs as well, because I only played the other previously mentioned ones when they were free, so there was that. But I don't know. I guess I don't know. I can't really say what the appeal is for it, because like it doesn't. Like I said, MMOs really don't appeal that much to me because they lack things like, you know, stories and characters and stuff. So it's like, why am I caring about what's going on right now? So
yeah, for me, it's like I've played the free version of WoW, and then I played Guild Wars. I played DCU Online. It's like that's like the 3 most recent MMOs I've played, and so it's like for me, I can see the appeal when I play them. But for me, like my problem why I can't get into them would be just like the combat systems in them are not as good or better than the games I'm playing. Because like PlanetSide to me looks cool, but at the same time it's also a PvP game. So any game with PvP in it, I'm just automatically turned off because I'm just tired of the whole Ouroboros of like combat against humans, then going into combat, dying, respawning, going into combat, dying, respawning, getting better gear to get better missions, to get better gear, to get more kills, and blah 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 blah.
Always somebody better.
Yeah, it's just a churn cycle that does not end, and it's not really that fun. So it's like, I decided to get off that one a long time ago, and so I don't play Call of Duty anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just like because like playing DC Universe Online, I kind of like when like I had people to play with that were on there, because I kind of like the whole superhero genre anyway. But like you were saying with the combat thing, I guess like sometimes combat feels so stiff in MMOs compared to other games where you have like a lot flashier animations and, you know, the ability to take on like hordes and all these things in like real time kind of thing. Because like MMOs are obviously calculated based on like dice rolls and stuff, because like the combat is very similar to games like Dragon Age, well, the original one anyway, not the second one, which is more action based or whatever. But and I don't know, that kind of battle system doesn't really appeal to me that much, because I've never liked the idea of it's like you essentially engage an enemy, and then even if you like aren't anywhere near it, it can still like do damage to you if it's like doing like a normal attack. And I always feel like it's cheated, because I'm like, what is this? How's this make sense? I'm on the other side of the city. How is this still able to hit me? What's going on here? So I never been too fond of things like that. So I feel like if you're gonna have a turn-based system, have a turn-based system. Don't give me this BS that you've given me. So I don't know. It just feels so stiff compared to other games, so it didn't really appeal to me that much. So that's another thing why I was curious as to how the Final Fantasy MMOs came out, because I mean, you know, they're MMOs, they are still Final Fantasy games. So curious as to if Square Enix did the whole we can still make this all flashy and fluid and stuff because this is our MMO. So, but like I said, I haven't played either of them, so I don't know. And apparently 11 is popular enough to still be warranting expansion packs currently, so I don't know.
Yeah, I probably already mentioned this, but like also like what RPG said about like the whole games that you have to pay a monthly subscription fee. It's like, yeah, if that, I'm not about to like spend any money on top of the already associated costs for like internet connection and other monthly fees I have for living. So it's like, yeah, that's my what game the game is. Even if it was like a Mass Effect MMO, I would not pay a monthly subscription, because like, what if I need to take a break or there's some other game coming out that month? It's like, oh, I want to play that, and like I'm paying for my subscription to like play that game. It's like, yeah, it's not gonna happen.
And they're never like, and it's not like they're like really cheap subscriptions. They're usually like $15 or something a month, and it's like, well, that adds up, because like with that kind of money, I could have in a year I could have spent it on like several games, or you know, my paying for like part of my internet connection or something. It's like you could spend it on other things, and it's like I just don't feel all that okay with spending that kind of money, especially when you're basically doing the same thing over and over again. It's like, well, if I want to just replay stuff, I could just replay stuff, and with the games I already bought that I don't have to pay subscription fees for. So why am I doing this for this thing? So I don't know. I feel like maybe if they had like a year's subscription for like $10 or something, I would be okay with something like that, because that's relatively cheap. I mean, it's like less than $1 a month. You can do that. But
yeah, it's like the PlayStation Plus model.
Yeah, it's like
pay for a whole year as opposed to a month. I'd probably do that too.
It's like, but I just don't.
Cause like, yeah, it's like it's weird because like we've had this discussion before, where it's like if you like calculate it and look at it as like just the base cost, if you played only that game for like a year, like that wouldn't be that bad of a deal. Yeah. It's like that's what like that's as much as like a limited or collector's edition of a game at like $80 or something bucks. So if it's like $8 a month or something, but it's like $15 a month, that's like two full price games a year. It's only like what or one
basically
20 or whatever.
And that's for like a home console. If you go for handheld, it's like several games for a year. But I don't know, in addition to actually having to already have bought the game and all that extra stuff. So it's like, yeah, because once again, like when Final Fantasy 11 came out, you actually had to buy like a hard drive or something with it in addition to the game, so it was already like $100 and some change on top of the subscription fee when you first got it. So it's like stuff. Thankfully, I guess consoles now already have built-in hard drives, so that's not an issue anymore. But it's like, I don't know, so much extra cost for what? What are you getting out of it? I guess.
Yeah, it's like for me, it's like I can see why someone would like want to play it if it was the only game that they were playing, because it's like it's a decent investment. And then like from the little that I was able to play, like Guild Wars and Warcraft and DC Universe Online, like it's kind of cool when like you're going through your town and like all the people are not just NPCs, it's actual people. And, like you just see like big congregations of people just like gathering and like talking, and it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. If like you could just hang out with your friends and just like constantly be questing in the same group or whatever. But then at the same time, it would also like you would need to have like dedication and commitment from your friends.
Yeah.
That like they'd always be there and not
too.
just like flake out and be like you're the only one playing. And it's like, oh well, I'm the only one here on the server and I don't have any friends. And I always have this thing about strangers in games. So it's like stranger danger.
Yeah,
like, it ain't happening if I don't know you, or I might like team up with you for like that one like special issue of like Marvel Team Up. But outside of that, I am my own dude in this adventure. I'm the main character, and I don't have a sidekick. Yeah. So sorry, buddy. After that, it's all Splitsville.
I just think you just get more enjoyment out of playing with people you already know. Because I mean, it's like, yeah, you can go through the trouble of meeting someone else, but then it's like you don't know what their schedule's like and how often they actually play the game and whether they're gonna flake on you in the middle of a mission or something. It's like so many factors. It's like, I don't wanna. It's like, do you really want to take that chance? So I don't know. But I mean, I guess like.
Oh, good. What were you going to say?
But no, I was just going to say, like, just how you were saying, like, how you could see how some people are interested in, like, I can understand from a certain standpoint why some people would play it, not to mention, since some of these MMOs are, I guess, based on licensed properties, like, I can see the appeal for some of those, like the Star Wars games or the DC Universe games. It's like, well, these are characters and stuff that people, they know and they've grown up with in some cases, so for them it's like, oh, not only do I get to play this game, but it's like I get to quest alongside or talk to like these characters I know and love, kind of thing. But I don't know.
Yeah, I just like remembered like the brief amount of time I spent with Star Trek Online when I was like beaming up to my ship. But yeah, that was fun too. It was really interesting.
I don't know. I mean, I guess if an MMO came out and like enough people were like that I knew were playing it, then maybe I'd like invest some time into it. But at the same time, I just don't feel like I would ever play an MMO and then be into it for like years on end, like some people are. Because there's other games that come out and then I get distracted and play those games for hours on end. It's like, and then I'm neglecting this MMO, and now my character sucks and my equipment sucks, and I have nobody to go with because I have been neglecting it. So I don't know. it's like such an investment, and I just don't want to do that.
Yeah, I want to get back into DC Universe Online just so I can like buy that lair thing and have like my villain with the lair or my hero with the hideout and be like, yeah, I made it. But then it's like I'm just gonna wait until like a dry spell because that'd be like that'd be so stupid to like spend that money right now. So it's not happening right now. So, but I see myself getting back into it.
Because I think I ended up deleting DC Universe Online because you guys stopped playing it or whatever, and I was like, well, there's no point for me to be here anymore now. It's like we don't have like a superhero guild, or we don't have a Justice League going on right now, so we can't. It's like, what's the point of me being a solo hero? I can't do it. Screw it. So I stopped playing, and that kind of went to the wayside. I wonder if that deletes like your characters too, if you do that, because I would have to start all over even if I did start back playing that again. So that's not happening.
Yeah, I guess we can like go on from just MMOs to other genres or whatever. So it's like for me, like I can, I don't know, like it's weird, like it's because the same thing applies to Borderlands 2 with me. Is like I can go in and play anytime as long as my friends are playing. But then after I finish the story, I kind of don't feel as compelled to go back and play. And like this time is like weird because Borderlands 2. It's like all the DLC I've gotten, I haven't gone back and played it. So, but like usually I'd want to go back and play it, but I think what it was is like they didn't raise the level cap, so I don't feel like there's any incentive for me to go back and play because I already have an awesome character with awesome guns. So I don't really feel like there's an incentive there to keep on playing anymore.
It always comes down to like, what's the point? Like once you get to that, if you already beaten everything, it's like, well, yeah, you can play, but why? What fulfillment are you getting out of it if you're not, I guess, gaining something from it? And I mean, in terms of like games like Borderlands and stuff, yeah, they're fun to play with your friends, but like you said, after you beat the game, it's like, what's the point? You've already done everything, and your character's all maxed out, and you have your favorite weapons and stuff down. So basically, you're just going to be going on one-shotting everything, and like, why bother anymore? So I don't know. And games in general that have, I guess, like a bunch of side quests and stuff. Like, I know Skyrim did that thing where they had, like, the randomly generated side quests, which I just thought were just reskinned fetch quests and things of that nature, so it wasn't really infinitely generated random side quests. But, I don't know, I guess for some people, for them, they feel like that adds substance to their games, but for me, I just feel like it's kind of like the developer's way of distracting from the fact that their games lack substance to begin with. And it's like, well, if you took away these quote-unquote, all these side quest missions that you claim to have, what is there anything really under there? Is there a good story there? Are there good characters? Are the level designs good to look at? Is the music good? And it's like you start to think like, is it just, are these just giving you busy work to do, basically drawing your attention away from the lack of, game that's actually there? So, because I guarantee you, if you took away those side quests from like Skyrim or Oblivion or whatever, people would be like, yeah, this game sucks. What's even the point? Because I played Oblivion at least, and I tried going through the main story, and then I started like one main mission. I was like, yeah, I'm bored. I'm just gonna go do a bunch of side quests now, and I never went back to finishing the main story. And I had joined like every guild in the game and got all the equipment and stuff and learning different spells and leveling up and stuff. But it's like, and then I never actually went back to the story because it was like, the story isn't very interesting, and these characters really aren't all that interesting either, to tell you the truth. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's more of a distraction, and people kind of lose sight of that because they get so caught up in the hype for games and then having these infinite side quests to distract them, and they don't realize, well, maybe this game isn't as great as I thought it was, kind of thing. So, and that's another reason why I don't mind like games that are relatively linear, because it's like, well, at least for the most part, you have that substance there where you're playing through the game and you have your story and your characters and everything there. You still have your gameplay and you still have your fun and everything, but you're not like distracted or getting roundabout or going through these roundabout ways to do stuff every 15 seconds. So, I don't know.
It's weird because, like, Borderlands 2, the story and everything is, like, a lot better, but it's still, like, after you play through it once and, like, you've seen all, like, the plot twists or just, like, everything and, like, all the jokes, like, you can only do it so many times before it's like, okay, that was nice the fourth time, but
yeah.
After that, I don't even know if I want to start another New Game Plus all over again just to play through it, since after you get to the end, it's like, oh, well, there's nothing else to do but start over, so... At least there's, like, that option where I can just, like, go through and kill everything, super awesome, and then just get through the story, but... It's kind of like, I guess, I wish it was like Diablo, where it's like, every time you went through, everything was different, and, like, the chests were in different places, and, like, the placement of everything was different, because then you would know, oh, if I go here, that's not going to be in the same exact spot as it was the last 4 times I played through this dungeon, or this quest area.
That can only add so much to the game, because it's not like that many things are changing, it's just placement. It's not really... Everything else is still the same.
RPG, for me, it's like, it would work with Borderlands just because, like, the everlasting, like, gobstopper fun, or whatever I said in the thingy, was like, you just keep doing it over and over, and it's fun, because you get new guns, they're more awesome, and then, like, since if stuff is, like, new this every time through, it's like, oh, well, I'll get this gun, and then... Or I guess there's also different characters to use, so that helps too. So it's like, okay, I'm going to play Soldier this time. Yeah. Next time through I'll play Siren. Next time through I'll play Gunzerker. Next time Assassin. Next time Necromancer. So it's like, I can at least play like 5 times with 5 different characters before I'm completely exhausted of what to do. And then like in 2, it's like all the classes have like, the skill trees are actually fundamentally different, where it's like, oh, this tree is, this is like the stealthy rogue-like assassin character, or I'm gonna go like the shoot up the place, all guns blazing person and stuff like that. So at least there's like that approach in Borderlands 2, which is why I love it. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to come back to the original question or topic to not like stray too far off.
But this is Aimless podcast. That's what we do.
Everlasting fun factor. You do the same stuff over and over. Oh, well, for me, Mass Effect multiplayer totally, like, actually, well, RPG said something about, when he was talking about, I don't know what he was talking about, but it made me think about, like, when I was back in Call of Duty days, when I actually, like, played it and didn't, like, I was, like, before I was, like, totally just, burnt out on it. Like, why I kept going back to it was to just, you go in and play with your friends, or I guess he said something about, like, playing with your friends or whatever. So it's, like, I play with my friends, but then, like, outside of that, there has to be, like, another, like, secondary draw of, like, what drives you to the game to keep playing. So it's like with Call of Duty, with, like, the 4th one, it was the whole, like, leveling up, and then, like, every time you level up, you get access to more guns that you can pick to load out your character, and then, like, when you're using those guns, you have challenges to do, and then when you do challenges, you get more experience, which means you level up faster to get to the next rank, and every time you get another rank, you get another medal, and then, like, Modern Warfare 2 totally just, like, perfected that, where it's, like, not only did they keep that, but they added the whole, well, now we have titles and emblems. So this to me is like the secret sauce that is like now being injected into other games that have like taken it and tried to like use it as their own. So it's basically like the titles and emblem system. It's like, okay, well, you're going to level up and get access to stuff, and just like as you level up, you get more and more crap. So just play the game and keep playing it and blah, 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 blah. Get more guns, blah, 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 blah. And, like, outside of that, there's, like, the whole, like, I guess I wouldn't say specialization, but, like, there's actually, like, a focus outside of just killing people and, like, doing good in a match, where it's, like, you have challenges to do, to where it's, like, if you get 3 headshots in a match, or 5 headshots in a row, you get this title and emblem, and then, like, so it gives you, like, a sense of prestige if you have something that you're wearing in your title and emblem. Actually, I'm not sure if they have that in, like, the newest one, but whatever, because you have, like, custom emblems now, so you can just, like, make your own, but that's, like, unlocked later, so it's, like, you have to get to, like, a certain level anyway, so you have to play a ton, and, like, level up a ton before you finally get that. But then before then, you still have, like, the titles and emblems where it's, like, oh, well, I got this, now I'm wearing it on on my Talon, right? Yeah, I'm wearing my Talon emblem next to my gamer tag so people can see, oh, well, this person did this, and that's not an easy challenge to do. And so basically with the Retaliation DLC, Mass Effect kind of did that, where it's like, okay, we have all these challenges to do, and as you do them, you'll get banners, and you can put your banner on, and when you're in the lobby, people will see, oh, that person's done this, so... Except it's so funny, because, like, Mass Effect's so weird. So it's like, all the hard ones that are, like, hard to get, like, I'll be playing with people that, like, have those, but they're not doing that awesome, or, like, they keep needing me to revive them, and I'm like, but they have this really awesome banner, shouldn't they be a really awesome player? So it's kind of like, it doesn't really equate, or there's no causal link that if this person has this banner, title, emblem thingy, that they are that awesome. So it's kind of like, for me, Mass Effect 3 totally like ruined that, and now it's like demystified, and now I'm like, oh, well, it doesn't mean anything now. So it's like, I just play for fun because I love this game so much. I need to get all my guns, so whatever. That kind of ruined it. I was like, oh, thanks, Mass Effect 3. I no longer care about titles and emblems now because it doesn't really mean anything. Kind of like Street Fighter 4 did that too, where it's like, I'd be fighting someone and thinking like they beat the crap out of me, but they didn't. I was like, wow. It made me feel good about myself, but then someone would come along with like a crappy title and emblem and just beat the crap out of me. It's like, oh, well, I feel fantastic. So I guess that's just more about me not playing any PvP anymore, because like, as long as it's co-op, dude, I would just play that all day. So it's like, you know, if we could get a fancy star that totally did something like that, I would totally just, all day long, just play that game. And just quest and get stuff, and quest and get stuff, and then like, if it was Borderlands, I get multiple classes that have different things to specialize in, and just like keep going over and over, and be like, alright, more missions and questing, yay. I just love that, Ouroboros. Woo, I almost went on a really weird tangent.
Oh,
I love to like, okay, so like an Ouroboros is like a snake that eats itself, and I was just gonna say like, I love to ride that Ouroboros to like, okay, so nobody like would think I was saying anything weird, but like if it was like a giant Ouroboros that was like a giant snake I could ride, I'd like ride that Ouroboros all day long, where I could just quest with my friends and like unlock loot and then like do more quests, unlock more awesome stuff, and like, yeah,
sounds
just
dirty.
over and over and over.
Just wanna put that out there.
But you know, after discussing this with RPG here for the last 25 minutes, it's like, I guess you could apply that everlasting gum stuff, the everlasting fun factor, Ouroboros thing to like any genre, maybe, kind of, sort of, if like someone is just like a super lover of it, and like be like, oh, well, that's why they love to play the game over and over and over, or that genre of game over and over and over. Because like, even like, I guess like with like the asterisk of after the in-game, what after that? Because for me, it's like, I remember like back on the podcast, like some time ago, I'd like always be harping about like New Game Plus. F that game. Well, it wasn't that. I didn't say like specifically that, but like I'd always be like gushing over games with like New Game Plus, just because like I played it and I can finish it, and I can play it over again with like my awesome stats and like other stuff you get like when you re-import your character or whatever. So I've always been a big proponent and fan of New Game Plus because it allows me to play my single-player games that I cannot play with my friends. I can play those over and over and over, and you know, just enjoy them with myself and be all like, yay! I get to enjoy all my characters or all my companions and the characters I know and love in this game over and over and over. And it never gets old. It's a everlasting fun factor game for me.
I guess.
So would you say there are any everlasting fun factor games for your RPG?
I don't think so, because like usually after I beat a game, I'm pretty much done with it. Because like a lot of times I play games for like the stories and everything. So for me, once I beat the game, it's like, well, okay, I got what I wanted out of it. So I can't just keep playing this. But I mean, I usually go back and replay games like after a while, after the fact, so I can kind of have like that new game feel all over again, kind of. So kind of like trick your brain into, it's like, oh yeah, this happened, and this is like, yeah, I kind of like that. And you also kind of notice things that you didn't notice before and stuff. But I don't think there's like any specific games that because I don't play a lot of games that even have like multiplayer and stuff. So then there's that as well, that I don't really have. I guess the type of genre I play doesn't really lend itself well to that kind of play style or something. So
yeah, it's weird to me, like, thinking about this. I can, like, remember games that, like, back in the day on, like, PS2 era, or, like, they were, like, a bunch of them that I never got around to playing, but people, like, said they were very similar to, like, what I just described, like, the, or not the Kingdoms, but, like, the Champions and Norath games I never played, but people said they were, like, very dungeon crawler-y and, like, loot-centric, but I never played them, so I might have liked them, but then it's, like, kind of depressing to think about it now, because games like that wouldn't be made because it just wouldn't be very cost-effective for, like, the publisher and developer. It's like, oh, well, we're not going to sell this many units, so, sorry, people, and, game's never going to come out. And we're just stuck with shooter, serialization and stuff that we're at now.
Yeah. Could be an overdrive for those anyway. So, yeah.
So there's no everlasting Fun Factory game for your RPG?
I don't think so.
Wow.
No.
I'm not going to say I'm surprised, though, because, you know.
Because it's just like, what is there to... Like I said, like, I replay games, but it's not like I don't have games where I just, like, play over and over and over again, because it's like, for me, it'll just get boring if I'm just... So I have to take breaks from certain things, otherwise it's just... I'm just going to start to not like it, and I don't want that to happen, so I can't just do that.
I guess that makes sense. I guess not everybody can just be like, all right, that was fun. Let's start round 5 of this playthrough.
Yeah.
Or playthrough number 5.
It's like, it's too much. It's like, let me...
Let's go again. Yes, Rex. Oh, Liara. Oh, yes, Garrus. Yes. Adventure time. Oh, DLC. Sweet. Let's put the game back in. Oh, but I'm still playing it, so let's keep on playing. Yeah. I love to ride the Mass Effect Ouroboros all day long.
Gross. And, yeah.
Alrighty. So yeah, do you have any comments about the whole everlasting fun factor, or games that you love to ride their Ouroboros of fun? You know, just leave it in the comments and let us know. Oh, dude, that is totally going to be the title of the episode. The Ouroboros of fun.
Oh, because that's...
riding the Ouroboros, that's even better, RPG. Let's ride that Ouroboros, because you can't get off. It only eats itself. And you're like, where's the end? But it's a giant circle.
So dirty.
Oh.
On so many levels.
That's what it is. It's a snake.
I know what it is. I'm just saying. It's not a...
You want to ride my Ouroboros tonight?
Oh, God. The image...
What are you doing later on? You want to ride my Ouroboros?
Like,
how'd you like to ride my Ouroboros?
If you think about that and then realize the kind of image it brings up, it's not really yeah.
But, well, I don't know about your image, but for me it's something like a merry-go-round. It's just a giant snake, and you're on it, and you're like, whee! And you're having fun the whole time.
What's going on?
It's an Ouroboros of fun that never ends. And besides, it's a circle-shaped RPG. You can't insert it anything because it's a circle. Well, you can, but...
Okay, let's stop now, because I don't want to go where this is going right now, so...
Alrighty.
Let's not do this.
Let's get off the Ouroboros of fun and into the news, because we got some news to talk about. Oh, I think there was something on here that I don't have on here. Oh, okay, so basically, it's not confirmed, but we can basically almost confirm that the PS4 is going to be unveiled on the 20th, because now Game Trailers is totally, like, running promos for, like, on the 20th, Spike TV is going to be having 24-hour coverage of Sony's event, and blah, 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 blah. It's like, why would they have, like, that much coverage if it was just going to be like, here's a price drop. Like, here's our quarterly earnings report. It's like, yeah, that's totally blowing.
We didn't put E3 for this. Just lumped it all together with everything else.
Spilling the beans all over the floor. It's like, oh, don't look at those PS4 beans. That's totally not what those beans are. They're invisible and you can't see them, but you just spilled them in front of me. Game Trailers, thanks. Thanks a lot.
I still just find these early announcements kind of odd, because it's like usually you say like big things for like game conferences or whatever. I mean,
you gotta build the hype train. You can't just.
I was getting to that Tekken. If you look.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying?
But yeah, like I said, like I can understand why they would do it, because like if you get at least a console announcement, because everybody already knows the console's coming anyway, so it's like if you get the announcement out the way, then come E3, then you could basically focus on just like the stuff you're going to have for it. Like, it's like, this is the games we're going to have, this is the software we're going to have, this is the new peripherals we're going to have, and kind of take away from people just worrying about just anticipating, like, okay, so when are they going to announce the console, when are they going to announce the console, and not paying attention to the rest of your conference. So at least with that elephant out of the room, you can kind of just be like, well, this is everything else you can expect, and then they can just start their cascade of announcements and stuff. But of course, I mean, all things considered, there probably aren't going to be like a bunch of announcements where it's like, oh my god, I need to buy this system day one kind of thing. So
I don't know about that.
Well, I'm not going to buy it day one. I mean, everyone else in their little hype train probably going to hop on it, but I think I'm good for the next generation for the moment, so not good.
Or rather, the current generation.
Oh well, yeah, because I guess it's the Wii U's out, and I don't know.
No, I'm just saying, like, there's still stuff coming out for PS3 that's like, oh, I can totally play that and wait on PS4 stuff.
Yeah, there's no. I just feel like there's no.
I mean, there's no possible way it could be that much better, RPG.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying, like, I don't think there's gonna be.
We're all like, I'm not buying a day one. F that noise.
Because I don't think there's gonna be anything that's gonna be major enough for me to be like, oh,
Fresh 13 launch title.
I would shoot someone's, but it's like I just because I was already concerned that was going to be the case anyway. But I just seriously, I'm just kind of burnt out on buying hardware and stuff. I was like, just make good games for the current consoles we have, and we can play the next gen by ear. We don't have to rush with the next generation of consoles. Let's just take our time, you know. People already know how to develop for the current consoles, and it's like they can max out what these current consoles can do. Let them just do that. Don't go starting this whole development process over again where it's going to take like 7 or 8 years to develop a game because people are trying to figure out how to work out all the kinks and everything. And it's like, I'm not really looking forward to launch again.
Yeah, I mean, like PTSD from PS3 launch.
Yeah, I'm just like,
it's fresh in my mind when I went through this console generation, Sony. Don't F it up.
It's like I've done this before. I don't want to do it.
It's funny because like I have that too, but then like there's the side of my brain that's like completely optimistic and like time this guy like it'll be different this time, Tekken. They'll totally not screw us over and like shove some sort of like peripheral like 3D TVs or move that we don't need down our throats.
Yeah,
again.
Because I've also been seeing rumors about because both apparently of the next gen for Sony and Microsoft were apparently launching with their new camera peripherals or something. So I've been seeing like rumors about that as well. So it's kind of like they're already ready to start jamming down your throat before you get there. It's like, yep, it's coming. Good old motion controls and cameras. Because we knew you loved them last gen, even though we only supported them with like 2 games. So.
Hey, remember I had Judgment? Neither do we.
Exactly.
Neither do we.
So let's forget that ever happened and announce Uriah Judgment that never happened before. Because we never did a card game with our PSI. We never even had a PSI. This is all new. Everything is new. This is how I feel like this is going to go.
That was great. Everything is new.
Like, wait a minute, Sony. It's not. So, this is how I feel like this next gen is going to go. Oh, God. I just can't do it again. I just can't.
And then after the whole Wii burn, it's like, it's just too fresh in my mind. I've been thrown under the bus for casual gamers for the last 18 months. You think you can just put it all on the table and I'll forgive you and come back? It's not easy, Sony. It's not that easy.
Not.
What's this? Identify.
Yeah, seriously.
I can't wait to play this.
It's like, oh, Tekken, why won't you give up? Just give up. It's like I want to be optimistic. I just can't. I don't know. It's like part of me is like, oh yay, new tech and stuff, but then the other part of me is like, yeah, more expensive consoles, longer development times, crappy launches. It's like so many things that just don't make me excited, and I'm like, I can't do it. So while everybody else is all excited, it's like, ooh, February 20th is coming. I'm like, February 20th. It's happening, I guess. So.
It's like maybe you could think of it as we're washing the stink of your mouth out and replacing it with new freshness.
Yeah. How well that worked last time? Oh no. It didn't leave a good taste in my mouth, so I don't know if this next will be any more delicious than the last time around. So, we'll see.
See, speaking of next gen, Rayman Legends has been delayed until September. So, sorry Wii U users. And then, it's like the whole causal linkage of, well, Rayman Legends is in September and GTA got delayed to September. Could that mean? I wonder. Other next-gen consoles in September? Just throwing it out there. Maybe. Launch titles? Ports? Maybe. Who knows? We'll find out in a week.
And on top of that, it became multi-platform, so it lost its exclusivity, which, not too surprising, but at the same time, it's like, you start to wonder, if everything's just going multi-platform at this point, you start to run into, well, what's the best console for me to get? Because now it's like third-party support is kind of a thing of the past, so now you kind of have to look towards who has the best first-party support, since third-party stuff is on
it's
console.
Like, I already made my decision from what I've gone through this gen in the past 12 months. It's like, oh, we have exclusive DLC for however long, and then everybody can buy it, even if it's retailer specific, which is the worst kind, which is, like I said last week, I'm just so sick of it. I'm so sick.
It's like, just give everybody the damn DLC. Stop bothering. Because all you're doing is punishing your consumers, not the console holders.
Like, seeing as all the third-party games are pretty awesome, I'll just look at the first-party exclusive and see who's delivering. Oh, look at that. It's not Microsoft. So, that just helps me make my choice that much easier. Thanks, Microsoft, for just sucking it up with Kinect.
Yeah. So, I don't know. And that's the thing, too, because it's like, Nintendo usually, they have a lot of first-party support, but it's always, like, the same, like, cycle of support.
And it takes forever for one game to come out.
Yeah, so it's always like, you have, like, a slew of Mario games in some way, shape, or form. You might get a Metroid game here and there if they're feeling real generous. And, of course, you can have your obligatory Legend of Zelda game. So it's like, everything else is pretty much like, okay, which of our...
It's like, who are we going to throw a bone to
it's like,
let them fight over?
Link and Mario, you pretty much guarantee they're going to get their screen time for whatever console Nintendo comes out, and then it's like, well, we have to get the women out there, so let's give Samus her obligatory...
Wow.
But I'll say, oh, we're sexist, because...
That was terrible.
But it's true, though. I mean, we all know it's true. That's kind of what Nintendo's playing on, because, when you think about it, how many female heroines do they have as their mascots? Other than Samus. I don't think Peach counts as a heroine. She gets kidnapped in every game she's in, except for the one game where she does star as the hero. It's a dream. So,
Pokemon are like male and female, so
Yeah, now.
It was only implied that they were like.
No, even in like the earlier generations, the only ones that got like specifications were the Nidoran line of Pokemon that had the male and female. Everyone else is just like, they are like sexual. It's like, we've come to this conclusion. That's how that works. So now they have genders, but before, I don't know. But yeah, and then there's that too, the obligatory Pokemon game, but that's usually a handheld title, so you don't.
Well, they already have that X and Y.
Well, yeah, see. So there you go. You have that.
It's just weird. It's like, because like it's kind of weird. Cause like for like a split second, not to like get completely sidetracked on Nintendo, I thought they were gonna like go off and be completely different with the Wii U, and like things are gonna be different. But then it's like they've just I'm kind of in disbelief, but then I'm not. I'm just like, yeah, it's just by the numbers. Nintendo. It's like, oh, the last Nintendo Direct. Oh, there's a new Zelda game we're working on. Oh, here's an HD remake of Wind Waker. Oh, we're working on a new 3D Mario game. Also Mario Kart, because why would we not make one of those for the console? It's like, oh, well, I guess they're just playing it safe like everybody else. And why did I ever suspect them to be complete? Things are going to be different.
It's like, when is the last time Donkey Kong or Fox got a chance to be in the limelight, or like, I can't even think of any of their other mascots because there was screen time.
There was that. I'm sorry. There was that I'm blanking. Oh yeah, that Donkey Kong Country Returns, but it was just a remake, I think, or something. So.
Yeah, shocker. So they usually kind of let the rest of their mascots kind of just float in the wind, and they're like, "Please love me, Nintendo. I try so hard. Just love me." And the only time they ever get any love is in a Smash Brothers game. It's like, well, we need some people to beat up on. Go ahead and throw them in the game. So.
Wow, you're right. I'm looking through the list of like the characters in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and there's not very many females.
Yeah.
There's like one half of the Ice Climbers and Peach.
One half of the Ice Climbers. Yes. That team. So yeah.
And the Pokemon, if you count them as.
Which
depending on what gender you
they probably aren't, because the trainer's male, so the likelihood is that the Pokemon are as well. So
I completely forget what we were talking about.
We're talking about how Nintendo is sexist. They don't like to give...
I know, but like, how do we get from like next gen stuff to Nintendo being sexist?
Because this is Aimless podcast. This is my response to that question. Dude, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because I think it has something to do with, like, the Wii U and how they're following the same cycle. And
they were targeting women, and I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, because we only said because Samus, that's what it was. Because it's like how you get the one Metro game once in a while to make sure they know. It's like, yeah, don't worry, ladies, we got you. We still got Samus, at least. Princess Peach is going to get kidnapped again, though. Yeah, but everybody knows she's a woman, though. It's not like it's common knowledge.
Sometimes they forget, like I did when I played Metroid Prime and I got to the end, I was like, oh, I forgot she's a woman, and then I fell in love with her again. And I was like,
see? It's like they have so few female heroes, you can't even, it's like you don't even remember the one that they do have, so it's like, she is a woman, isn't she? Except for when she's running around.
Then they put her in the Zero suit. Yeah, it's like it's over after that. Cause it's like, oh, I remember that one time when she wasn't in the visor and she was hot. And I won't be reading that ever. So Samus.
Basically, what women are for: eye candy. Put them in a nice tight suit. Make sure their breasts are jiggling while they're moving around, because that's the only thing they can do.
That Nintendo's Japanese, so they can put a bunch of tentacle aliens in those games.
Yeah. I apologize to all the female gamers out there. I understand your plight. I just, man, it's just, this industry, I tell you.
When you said that, I was like, we should totally do a video game characters of ethnic background next week.
So then that's going to be a very short episode.
When we said all these sexist things, we could totally bring race into discussion.
Might as well just do minorities in general. There aren't not a lot of those in Heroes, so...
Yeah, I've been using the phrase... Well, I haven't been able to use it because the discussion hasn't come up, but like every time I think about that, I just be like, yep, Captain Vanilla on the scene, because that's what well, not every, but like that's what I think about every time there's a video game character. It's like, oh, he's not a minority like me. He's just Captain Vanilla, like Nathan Drake. Just white guy saves the day. How not generic video game industry.
Like that there's white people on the planet, because we'd be screwed without them. But just like, I don't know. I should say white males. Like, even though, because once again, women aren't really that well represented as heroes either. So
it's really weird though, because like, well, it's like weird because like you use like Nintendo as like the example, but like the Capcom, like their games like are very like inclusive of like female and male characters. It's usually like a 50-50 split or close to it. Like in fighting games, like half the cast is like female.
Well, that's because a lot of the females are fan servicey. So, because if you look at the Stalkers roster and Street Fighters and all of them, the women are, yeah, they're fan servicey. So that's why they get.
Not all of them though.
Most of them are.
Well, yeah.
You'll be hard pressed to find one that isn't.
Well, Valkyria.
He's like, wait a minute.
Well, I'm thinking, but like as I'm thinking of like counter arguments. So I'm like, yeah, just let it go, take it, just let it go.
It's like this is not a fight you're gonna win.
It's like obviously you can't say Cammy, Chun-Li, Iron thighs. Sakura, that dress, too short, and Ibuki. Well, Ibuki, yeah. I viper her like tie is like in between her cleavage, so
I was about to say she's showing off enough, and her clothes are pretty tight anyway to show off every sinew of her movement and whatnot. But that's a topic for another time.
Yeah.
Get into the wonderful injustices of game portrayals. Good old accurate portrayals in games. So yeah, there's that.
It's like
we'll have to make sure
time I was like, wow, she looks like a robot, and then she takes off her helmet. It's like, it's a woman. I love you, Samus.
We'll have to make sure to invite Yukino or somebody on during that discussion too, so we can have a nice collective of thoughts on this particular topic. So, as a matter of fact, because I think our entire host cast is made up of minorities, so it's not even like So now we're gonna have to find some white people to join our cast. Awesome sauce. But yes, once again, time for another time. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Alright, I guess we'll get back to the news and on topic. So, next news story is that, according to Kotaku, GameStop and Best Buy, well, actually there's some other site called the Six Axis that they cited, was all like, The Last of Us may have been delayed thanks to some stuff that was posted by GameStop and Best Buy from May 7th to June 18th. So, looking for a summertime game, you might be getting one if this delay is true, but I don't think it is, because pre-orders, they already sold out of, I think, the Survival Edition, or whatever the super limited one was, so maybe, who knows?
Yeah.
And then there's going to be another game in the Arkham series that has been amazing from Rocksteady, which I totally talked about a couple weeks ago, and I was like, keep on keeping on, Rocksteady. So we're going to get another one this year, according to an investor call with Time Warner, and the games they're working on for their stuff. So, I cannot wait for another Arkham, whatever it is, game, because Asylum was good, City was amazing. I cannot wait to see what they do with the next game. Oh, dude, don't even get me started. They better effing have good post-game support, because I know I will blaze through that game in one sitting and be like, I want more now. I will consume it all.
If they have Tim Drake in it, I'll play it.
I want the Robin from
Red
Dark
Robin
Knight
for the win.
The Kathy or Kelly or whatever her name is.
Who?
Hold on, let me look it up. The
one girl Robin that there's been in the entire
one?
Yeah, because it's like Stephanie Brown. I know she was briefly, but she took on a different identity though. And I think I'm pretty sure she's the only female Robin there's ever been. So.
No. Dark Knight Returns. Hold on. Where is it?
Oh, the movie?
Yeah, Carrie Kelly.
I didn't see that. So
13-year-old. She was all like. Well, I saw the. It's a comic actually. It's not a movie. But they adapted it to a movie, so I watched that because I didn't want to read it. So.
Way to be lazy, Tekken.
Hey, I gotta say, Warner Brothers doing an awesome job of their adaptations from comics to movies, because the freaking Batman Year One, oh my gosh, so good. I saw that and I was like, woo, that was one awesome comic, because they were showing the from storyboard to movie process. This is completely off topic. I don't care.
Yeah,
clearly. And I always love watching in movies and behind the scenes when how they take the storyboard and then put it in. But since they basically a comic book is just a giant storyboard, they basically just went frame by frame, and it's just that adaptation was so good. And man, if you've not seen Batman Year One, you need to watch that and you're a Batman fan, because it is just the bomb and just best Batman origin story ever, bar none. Nothing else compares or comes close. You watch that and you're holy crap, that was amazing. Even better than Batman Begins. I was like, wow, so good, and just so good. And the only reason I saw it is because it came free with my copy of Arkham City Game of the Year edition. I was like, oh, what's this? And I watched it and I was like, wow, that was awesome. So yeah. But I thought the whole Carrie Kelly thing was cool, because she's all Batman's coming back after being gone, and then she's all oh, well, let me try to be Robin and stuff, and it was really, really interesting and funny. But yeah, I just throwing that out there. I also add co-op because if I could beat up dudes or sneak up and choke dudes with my friends online, I will never stop playing that game because, like I said, like that game, it would never get old if they would have freaking kept putting crap out for it, but they did, and they're like, oh well, have this DLC, Harley Quinn.
So what's going to be next, like Arkham State or Arkham County or something, like?
Gotham City. Well, they already did Arkham City. Well, it was only like half the city though, because it was like the prison of the city. So they should do. Oh, but then it wouldn't be Arkham that if it was Gotham in the title. But then it would be like open world, like the second game freaking should have been. But whatever, I don't know.
So it's just gonna be Arkham State. The entire state's gonna be a giant asylum for crazies. And Batman has a big enough rogue gallery to pull it off. So maybe. Pull out some of his C-tier villains, make them major. It's like, who's this jackass?
All right, and then before I start this next news story, another awesome animated DC movie. If you haven't seen it, is a Batman. I think it's Doom. It's like the Legion of Doom, but like redone. It's really good. I love that. My favorite. I have to say this. I've been wanting to put it on my Facebook. I haven't got around to it, but like, it doesn't make me a bad person if I like watch that part when Superman gets shot with like the kryptonite bullet over and over just because I hate him so much. Like, it brings me so much joy to like watch that scene, and like, I'm just like, yes, I hate you.
I'm okay with that.
So just watch it over and over. It just never gets old. Thank you Netflix for letting me do that. Just click, click, click. Oh, I can watch it over again. I don't even have to push a button. I just click, 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 and bam, it's true. I love technology. Next news story. So yeah, next Assassin's Creed will be coming this fiscal year, according to Ubisoft. I guess another story that we got thanks to some earning reports or whatever. They were talking to some investors or whatever, and they're like, so yeah, you know, they're in the next fiscal year, we're totally going to get another Assassin's Creed 3. Because I mean, not as many Assassin's 3, another Assassin's Creed game. 'Cause, you know, 6 games in 5 years, totally not too much, or however long it's been. But yeah, this is the 6th one if you're keeping track.
Yeah.
Which is like almost halfway to the number of Final Fantasies that there are.
Which has been out for 25 years at this point, 26 years.
So yeah, you know, who doesn't love a nice milk? I mean, a nice cow that they can just go out to the pasture and be like, oh, let me squeeze those udders. Thanks, Assassin's Creed, and they just milk and milk and milk till there's nothing left. Because I guess they don't want to take our advice of, oh, they should probably shelve it and, you know, take a break. But they're not going to take a break because there's going to be another one probably this year. If not for March 2014, which is when the fiscal year for Ubisoft ends. And, yeah, that's it for the news and stuff. Well, I have one more news thing, but it's not game related, so I'll just shut up because it's going to be another one of those random things I just said, but I'm done. I just talked about comics and anime.
Yeah.
That's not gaming related.
At all.
This is Mirror Match, then we can talk about whatever we want.
I
just want talk bugs aren't here to weigh us down and stuff. Or something, I don't know. That's wrong. Please drop the Tiger Fox, F that guy.
Oh god. Can we not do this on the air right now?
I can listen to this. I don't care, RPG.
Can we not do this on the air?
Yes, why not? No, I mean, I can what I just said and stuff. I was just kidding and stuff.
Seriously, this guy. But yeah, that's it for the segment, right?
but what I was going to say is that new series, Ghost in the Shell, new trailer, out. Check it out. It's a prequel. I'm okay with that, even though it's weird that she doesn't have has a different prosthetic body, which shouldn't be the case if it's in the standalone Complex universe, but I guess it's not in that universe, so that's cool with me, so whatever. The gang's getting back together. Public Security Section 9 cannot wait. New adventures, woo! Sorry, had to get that out of my chest. Or, I had to get that off my chest.
Uh-huh.
So what were we saying about signing off RPG? I totally talked over you, sorry.
I just said, I was asking if you were done with the segment.
That's it.
Alrighty then.
Next week it might already be news.
Yeah. Yeah.
So did you sign off yet, RPG?
Oh, keep gaming, don't suck. That's about it.
Alright, checking here saying, F the haters! F them.
Just F them.
Have fun game, and just like Optimus Prime, I may be an Autobot on the outside, but I'm still black on the inside.
Seriously, that's not how Optimus Prime works at all.
Not an Autobot on the outside. I mean, I'm black on the outside, but I'm Autobot on the inside.
He's red and blue on the outside.
Until, that depends on which version of him it is. But, till next episode, we're going to transform roll out. Until next time you hear or see from us again, check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Formspring, whatever. And we're now signing off.
Just another quiet day.